Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, hello, hello, hello. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the Durga lessons, okay? I know I was going live about something else before I left, and trust me, I am going to come back to that, okay? But the Divine Mother said, but first this. Hey, hello, Amazing Grace. It's just been so many distractions today. Bharavi Yoga. Yoga Nini. Actually, Yoga Nini. I'll read the description when we are done doing our lessons. Okay. So many distractions today. Y'all don't even know. But I know that things be happening for a reason. And I'm just really trying to I had already did a reading on the energy that was going to be coming in and being felt. And so alright, so Jama Kali, Jama Durga, Bhakta Shri Sai, may peace be with all. May peace be with all. Oh, actually, I don't want to put this book up. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. Like, I don't understand, but I know y'all don't understand. If I don't understand what the heck is happening, y'all don't understand what the heck is happening. Okay. You don't have to, you don't gotta hide anybody. I unhid her. Let me see what she got to say. She gonna say hi a million times, then we just gonna if they say hi too many times, then just put them in timeout for like 15 minutes. But don't hide them from the channel. Yeah. Let them spam. It helps with the algorithm too. Let them spam. So I have some Sri Ganesh. Okay. I have Sri Ganesh for prosperity, for blessings, for protection. And it says, it gives a special invite to Lord Ganesh, who would love to dwell in your house with the delight fragrance. Lord Ganesh, the elder son of Lord Shiva, is widely worshipped in Hindu religion as the god of obstacle riddance. Before the start of any new venture, he is also worshipped by the name Vanyakak, which is knowledgeable, and Lambordura, the one with the big tummy, in many parts of India. Okay, so we are going to be lighting this. Okay, Brittany, do not come on my page spamming, because then you're gonna get hidden. And that goes for this Brittany and the Brittany that's hiding in the cut. Okay. Okay. So take what resonate within these lessons. Learn something. Sit back. Go get you a pen and a piece of paper. Don't come asking too many questions. And, you know. So we are going over the DV Sikkim. All right. In order to learn, you got to be quiet. In order to learn something, you got to be quiet. So we're going to go over the DV Sikkim. And again, so these are Lord Ganesh incense. And this is what we're going to burn. Let me make sure I don't have none open. No. But I do need to take all these incense out of here. Because they really don't go in here. I wonder if it's a Saturn hour. Every time I get to cleaning up, I always feel like it's a Saturn hour. Let me go look. Saturn, it was the Saturn hour when I started this. Okay, Saturn hour ended at 7:04. Every time I get to cleaning up, I be feeling like it's a Saturn hour. We're gonna get all of that out of the drawer. So yeah, see, I need to take that out because I keep thinking that I have some Calamine incense in this drawer, and I don't. And then I sit down and I forget to go through my boxes and make sure and see if I have any more. This don't even work. This one don't even work. All right, I'm really just trying to calm my energy down before I get started talking about the Divine Mother, going through the lessons, and just kind of like grounding the energy within. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, a wonderful Venus day. That the energy has been kind of tampered with all day today. The energy has been kind of tampered with. None of these go in here either. Do people still name their kids like Abraham? Beautiful. I definitely like failed my eye exam. Not failed, but I definitely did not pass my eye exam this morning. I probably should be wearing my glasses more often, but I can see you, bitch. I'm sorry, Divine Mother. I can see y'all even without my glasses on. So, sorry, what? I'm a little tender, but I'm grateful to be here in class. That's what Amazing Grace said. I'm so glad that you're here as well, too. Huh?
Are you on live?
I am. You need something? Let me put it on mute. Okay. All right, y'all. So, you okay? Okay. All right. So, all right. I already burnt Dragon's Blood today. Dragon's Blood Sage. Let's go ahead and burn our incense. These are my Amazing Grace. Do not have me up in here laughing today. These are my eye tests, girl. Okay. So,
This is already open. Oh, it's open. I mean, it's closed.
I need to look at something too.
Is this yours, Mom?
Yeah, I thought yours was already open.
It was. I don't know where it is.
It's in the refrigerator, ain't it? It's like on the top shelf, ain't it?
Yeah, but that one's already drunken. All the way to the bottom. Like,
You didn't do that?
I didn't drink anything. I didn't drink any of it.
I thought it was already open.
It is open, but I didn't drink any of it.
You don't remember?
No, Mom.
Don't swear.
I promise I didn't. You can ask.
All right, I already know you telling the truth because I drunk it.
You drunk my root beer?
I only drunk half of it. I poured it into a cup.
Why? That was mine.
Okay, you can handle you. What? You remember you ate the ice cream that was Sire's?
That's cider. It's different.
But your mama can't eat y'all and drink y'all stuff?
No, because you're going to give me Robux. After I just asked. So, not really.
You want some tea?
No. I want some coffee. A slushie. Anything you can make with that. Which takes up like 50% of the
I need some juice. I want to make juice with it. I want to make some slushy juice with it. I need some juice.
I need some coffee. So.
You don't need coffee.
I need coffee.
All right, son. For work?
For work.
All right, son. I'm starting the lessons. I can't take it no more. Go ahead. You got the other one. But you need to brush your teeth 4 times.
4? Yeah, okay. Can I have a cinnamon roll?
That's a lot. That's too much. That and that pop and cinnamon roll, that's too much. That's too much. Nah. Pick one. Pick the struggle. Hand me a bottle of water. Let me drink some water for you. Cause that's crazy.
Do I get Robux from doing this?
No, you don't get Robux at all. You get the blessing of being able to drink that root beer right there. And stop swinging it around before it do something or something. I see you. I see you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Your car keys are on this, Mom. I got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do I get Robux from doing
No, you don't get Robux at all today. And y'all don't be talking about what it is. I let my kids eat and drink and all that stuff or whatever the case is. All right. My kids brush their teeth. And yes, he is about to drink a root beer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. I drank half of his earlier today. Yes. Yes. They mama is giving them that. Y'all drunk pop when y'all was little, soda when y'all was little as well too. Okay. So exactly. He is a kid. He is a kid. I'm really letting him be a kid. I'm not about to do all that. I'm letting him be a kid. My nieces and nephews be a kid. Me be a kid. So y'all want to judge? Go judge y'all mamas. All right. I'm over here drinking this nasty tea. Nasty tea. Okay. Nasty tea. It's mullein and some type of sinus type tea. I don't know. I got it from the we was cutting up at his age, okay? Cutting up. We was getting, when I was his age, we was getting them food stamps that come in the book, okay? And then they'd give you back like coins and cash. When I was his age, we was cutting the fuck up. We was cutting up in the neighborhood, okay? 9-laters was 25 cents then. They had them 25-cent juices, all right? I don't know how old y'all is, but that's how old I am. Chips was 25. Look, bags of Kool-Aid and sugar. Exactly. Then graduated to the cheese in the bag, and then the Kool-Aid with the pickles in the bag. All that. Everything had Kool-Aid on it. Kool-Aid and sugar. All right. Cutting up. So what he doing is nothing close to what it was, and I survived. So he will survive too. Okay. He will survive. He will survive. He's a survivor. We're not going to give up. I'm not going to stop it. We going to work harder. Okay? We just be taking our vitamins. I never took vitamins when I was little. Okay? That's not how my mama raised me. These kids, they taking vitamins with all that shit that they be eating. They don't even eat that much shit, but with all that shit that they be eating. Okay? These kids eat salads. These kids eat mad salads too, okay? I never had a salad. I didn't get offered the salad when I was little. Okay, only the adults had the salad. We had the meat, you know, in the side. These kids is over here like, can I get a Caesar salad? Can I have a salad deluxe with extra ranch dressing and Italian? And they know what type of dressings they like. We didn't have that. I ain't had it. I don't know what y'all had. I ain't had it. I wasn't eating salads. I was eating the regular food and then candy afterwards. And candy before. These kids like, I want a salad and I'm going to take a couple slices of pizza. I'm like, let me get a whole pizza. A whole hot and ready. Okay, thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much, okay? All right, thank you so much. Jama Kali, Maa Durga, bow to Sri Sayyid, may peace be with all. Thank you so much, Lord Ganesh. I ask that the Divine Mother really just, you know, take over this live and project outwards to what it is that, you know, she wants us to understand about her DV system, about her energy, and continue on with the lessons, okay? The lessons do not stop. So, all right, the last time we was here, we did lessons 18 through 21. All right, 18 through 21. And 18 through 21 says, we bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of faith. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of beauty enhanced by love. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of true wealth. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of change. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. Okay? Thank you so much, Divine Mother. So in our last live that we did, which was too many days ago, right? Too many days ago, we went over a wealth and beauty ritual. I hope everybody has been doing their wealth and beauty ritual. I know I did mine. So I felt very good about it. It was really to instill more abundance into us. That wealth and beauty really help us look at the Divine Mother. I introduced a little bit of Maa Lakshmi when I was breaking down the reading. I have rewatched the live over a couple times, actually. I have a playlist set up on my page for the Divine Mother. There's a playlist over there. So if you guys are missing any lessons, they're over there, right? It's very hard to remain consistent with doing these lessons if you don't go back to back every day doing them. Every day doing them, right? And I know that. And we are learning together in true divine order, because the more that you do these lessons, the more that outside energies turn up, okay? When we got to day 5 of doing our DV Sukkam, our DV mantra, our Durga mantra, I really felt like I was being spiritually attacked, okay? But it wasn't hitting. When I just said that, my temple just literally started throbbing on this side, right? It wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting. Even if I came on here and I spoke out about it or I said anything about it, it absolutely was something that needed to be said. Even after I do this, I'm going to go say some more stuff, right? These are things that needs to be out. These are things that the Divine Mother is making us remember and bringing up so that we can heal through them. We're not going to always be talking about this stuff. We're not going to be here. We're about to move on to something else. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Maa Durga is saying that I have some clearing to do. I have some spiritual clearing to do on your end. And so things need to be addressed. Things need to be said. Things need to come out so that we can make the proper changes. I can bring in the proper wealth that you deserve. I can bring in the proper health that you're needing so that you can feel and understand what your energy feels like, not the attachment of anybody else in your energy. Okay? So be aware. Be aware that we continue to bow to the Divine Mother existing in all who resides in the form of memory. All right, that's number 22. We bow to the Divine Mother existing in all who resides in the form of memory. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. Okay? A lot of what you already know and what you're doing has a lot to do with your past life, okay? And the Divine Mother has told us countless of time, and not even just told us, but showed us. And when I'm saying the Divine Mother, I'm talking about that voice that's in your head that speaks up and say, this feels like deja vu. Is this deja vu? That is the Divine Mother speaking to you and saying, I know you remember when you did this. I know you remember when you met this person. I know you remember when I told you this is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? There's an inkling. There's a knowing. This isn't a feeling that I could just explain to you. When I introduced Maa Durga to you guys, not as if, you know, this is your first time meeting, like, Maa Durga, hey, this is Alexis right here. It wasn't like that. It was a familiar spirit. I know if you tapped in with Maa Durga during these lessons at all, it was a familiar spirit. It's either she whooped your ass in a past life or she brought you through in a past life. And you have been doing penance for her. You have been praying to her. Okay? This goes to any and everybody because she is existing in all. She is existing in all that you do. If she came across your timeline, maybe you ignored her because because of the person, all right, that's delivering the message. Maybe you ignored her. Maybe you said, I don't do that. You do this, I do that, da 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 da. That's on you. That's on you. You missing out on it. That's on them. That's on them. But us gods, us goddesses, we are going to remember the Divine Mother. We're going to remember that she told us. She's the one that told us that she resides inside of us. That's how you know that you are God. Because you have God form in front of you. You have the goddess outright in front of you. She said it. She made these lyrics. She gave these downloads to Chanda so that the word can get out there. So that when it was 2025, May 23rd, 2025, that you will remember that you have a goddess inside of you. Okay? So, we bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of memory. That resides in the form of memory. So, the divine goddess existing in all that resides in the form of memory. Have y'all ever had this thought that someone or something was extremely familiar? And you're like, I met this person before, right? I know this person. Whether it was good or it was bad or whatever the case is, right? And when you have said, I met this person before, there was a light switch that went off. And you're sitting there and you're trying to remember, how do you familiarize yourself with this person again? Okay? That's the Divine Mother. That is the Divine Mother. Even if a baby is separated from its mother at birth, and at some point down the road, they meet that mother again, they're going to look at somebody and they're going to say, that person look like me. That person look familiar. Who is that person? Who is that person? Who is that person? So it says, the statement, we bow to the Divine Mother in the form of memory, expresses a profound connection between the concept of the Divine Mother and the human experience of the world. Okay, it suggests that all memories, both positive and negative, exactly what I just said, both positive and negative, are manifestations of the Divine Mother. Whether she was whooping your ass in the past or you was giving respect and penance towards her. Okay? You know Maa Durga. You know her. Okay? a source of both wisdom and divine presence. The Divine Mother, in this context, memory refers not only to just the past events, but also the way that we remember, perceive, and understand the world. It is the lens through which we experience life and connect with the divine. Okay? Now, the divine presence in the memory, in essence, every memory is a reflection of the Divine Mother, a reminder of her consistent presence in our life. Wisdom and guidance. By the understanding and reflecting on our memories, we can gain insight into the Divine Mother's working and the guidance in our life. Okay? Honoring the feminine. The statement above honors the statement above. We bow to the Divine Mother who existing in all, who resides in the form of memory. So it says the statement honors the Divine Mother in her feminine aspect, acknowledging her powers and influence of shaping our experiences. Her influences and shaping of our experiences. The reason why it shapes our experiences is because at the end of the day, whether it was good or bad, when she gets to doing what she's doing in 2025, someone is triggered by it. You're either triggered into healing or you're triggered into backing the fuck up. But some way, you're triggered by it, right? So it says, in conclusion, the statement, we bow to the Divine Mother in the form of memory, is a powerful expression of reverence for the Divine Feminine, acknowledging her presence in our thoughts, experiencing and unfolding in our lives through memory. The way that this sentence is set up, the way that this verse is set up, it is set up in a way that if you remember the Divine Mother, you're going to remember what your assignment is. Okay? You're absolutely going to remember what your assignment is. You're not going to get distracted about what it is your assignment is. You're not going to forget. And also, this statement says that it's not, I gotta be careful with these words. Everything is spiritual, but it's not just, now everything is spiritual, right? And that sentence is about to contradict the next sentence that I say. It's not just about the spiritual memories that you are getting back, okay? You're getting back karmic memories as well, too. And this is what's going to, by understanding and remembering why you did something, how you did something, it's allowing you to heal certain karmic contracts that you have made in the past life. Thank you so much, Divine. That you have made in the past life and that you don't want to make in the future. Okay? Now, this next sentence. We bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of compassion. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her, right? So, I just put that there. So, we bow to her, we bow to her, we bow to her. We bow to the Divine Mother, who exists in all, who resides in the form of compassion. Have compassion for the memories that's coming back. Okay? Compassion. Compassion is wild. Compassion is wild. Especially when you under spiritual attack. Not under, but when people are trying to spiritually attack you, trying to distract you, trying to get you to not remember why you're doing certain things, trying to keep you out of abundance of some sort, right? Compassion is something that you have to give yourself and others. Now, it says that We bow to the Divine Mother in the form of compassion. It expresses reverence for a divine feminine entity, as often associated with compassion and love, who in a sense is the source of creation and nurturing. This expression is found in various religions and spiritual traditions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and some Christianity texts, right? So in Hinduism, the Divine Mother is represented by various goddesses like God Durga, Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati, with each embodiment embodying different aspects of the divine feminine. These goddesses are seen as the Shakti, aka power, Shakti power, okay? And or the feminine aspect of the supreme being Brahman. In Buddhism, the Divine Mother is often associated with Tara, the goddess of compassion. Okay? Other feminine, well, I don't got to read that part. So it says that the Divine Mother in the form of compassion emphasizes nurturing, loving, and merciful nature of the divine. This is often linked to the idea of the Divine Mother as a source of all creation and the embodiment of the universal law of love. Law of love. Okay? So, and the word compassion means the word compassionate means sympathetic, pity, concern for the suffering or misfortune of others. Okay? So this is like having sympathy and empathy, I believe, sympathy and empathy for, for the suffering and misfortune of others, right? Let me read the sentence, the first sentence before that, right? And y'all will understand why I'm sitting up here pouting. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of compassion. Okay? So we bow to the divine goddess existing in all. Even in what we read in memory, in the good and the bad, in the good and the bad, in the positive and the negative, in the form of memory, in the positive or negative. And compassion, it's like when you see the negative, you still got to have compassion for it. When you see the good, you have compassion for it. You have understanding without judgment. All of this, everything, it's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup for a mind frame for what comes out. You get what I'm saying? Now, you can be one of those type of people that are like me, right? You can be one of those type of people that are like me. I try to always speak the truth. I try to always tell the truth. I don't like to lie. You tell one lie, you gotta tell another lie. And I channel, right? I channel. So by me being a vessel and being a channel and being a seer and being a walker of this life, right? Energy speak through me. Sometimes I don't even know what I be saying, right? When I come out of it and I listen to what I'm saying, I'm like, at least I had compassion when I said it. At least I had love and nurturing when I said it. It might be the truth and it might be a harsh truth, but at least you have some type of at least you can have some, at least you can do is have some type of love in the words, right? In the action, not just the words, but in the action that you're giving, okay? That you're giving to somebody, even those that you know want to recruit you for coats and stuff like that. So the act of bowing to the Divine Mother in a form of compassion can symbolize humility, surrender to the divine, and recognition of the power and the grace of the feminine aspect of the divine. It can also represent a plea for guidance, healing, and protection. A plea for guidance, healing, and protection. A plea for guidance, healing, and protection. I plead to the Divine Mother for guidance, healing, and protection. For myself, for my collective, for those that are being controlled by a source, for those that don't know who they being controlled by. But it's an Asur. If it's not God, it's an Asur, right? Because God doesn't control you. Okay, God doesn't control you. But if you wake up every day on some negative type stuff, you're being controlled by a dark entity. You're being controlled by a dark entity. Okay, if every day you wake up, every day, whether you get online and you talk about it or not, but you know, only you know that you're waking up like this. Only you know, every day, you don't have nothing else going on. You don't have nothing else going on, and every day you waking up with sadness, you waking up with hurt, you waking up with pain, you waking up with somebody else that ain't you on your mind. I pray for guidance, healing, and protection for you. I pray for that. Y'all are not my enemies. I don't have any enemies, okay? I don't have any enemies. I have no enemies. All right? So it says, Durga texts include mantras. Well, let me go back with that. Maa Durga texts include mantras and stories that celebrate the Divine Mother's compassion and her role in protecting her devotees. Okay, her role in protecting her devotees. So we bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of compassion, a plea for guidance, healing, and protection. All right. Now the Devi Sukkum came about when there is a story where there was a community being attacked, right? And she has showed up and she has, she has slaughtered these demons, these Asurs. She had, there was a whole battle that had went on after this, right? And she had showed up and she had did her job, right? And at the end, they was showing, they was showing compassion to her. They was showing love to her. They was giving her, a shout out. Essentially, they was celebrating her, and they was singing this song. They was singing this song for her, and this is how this lyric came about. They was singing the song to her, and she was telling them that I'll always be here. Anytime that you need me, all you got to do is do these prayers. Whenever you need me, you do these prayers, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna help you. Right? We get into it. We get into that part right there. So they're singing this out to her. Okay? They're calling and chanting this out to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of compassion. Please hear our pleas for guidance, healing, and protection. We bow to her. We bow to her. We continue to bow to her. Okay? Whew. So this statement right here, number 23. 23 breaks down to the number 5. 5 is that fifth house that changed. 555 going on up there, okay? 555. I'm saying 5 is 5 people in here, 5 people with the thumbs up or whatever the case is. 555 change, okay? So after this community, after these people or this person, after I have express my compassion in a plea for guidance, healing, and protection to the Divine Mother. The next vow says, we bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of contentment. Of contentment. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. Let me break contentment down to y'all, right? So contentment, it says express a devotional sentiment, acknowledging the Divine Mother has a source of peace and satisfaction. You can only be satisfied after it's over and done with. She has a source of completion and satisfaction. All right, man. All right. So it says in many spiritual traditions, the Divine Mother, also known as Devi, Durga, or Shakti, represents the feminine aspect of the divine, embodying creativity, nurturing, and a cosmic energy. Contentment, it refers to the statement of satisfaction and peace with one's circumstances, often associated with not hers, but with inner tranquility and acceptance. This action signifies reverence, gratitude, and a willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother. A willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother. I am absolutely in contentment in any way that she shows up. Any way that she shows up. Any way that she shows up. If she show up as Maa Durga, I'm good with that. If she shows up as Kali Ma, I'm good with that. If she shows up as Tara, as Maa Tara, I'm good with that. If she shows up as Lalita, I'm good with that. If she shows up as Chamunda, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. She show up as Balamuki and she got to shut me the hell up, or she got to shut whomever up, I'm good with that. If she show up as Shiva, I'm good with that. And she want to wipe everything clean and she want to call order, I'm good with that. However the Divine Mother wants to show up, I'm good with that. And I recognize her in all beings. In all beings. If she want to show up as Amazing Grace, I'm good with that. If she want to show up as Lori, I'm good with that. She show up as Amanda, I'm good with that. She show up as my own mother, I'm good with that. She want to show up as my husband, my children, I'm good with that. Because I bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in all. And I have to recognize the Mother in all and be in contentment of that. She want to show up as all these people spamming me. All these people trying to ride the energy, trying not to be seen, trying not to be heard. I'm good with that too. However she want to show up. Go back to the sentence. We bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of the memory. I'm good with that. We bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of the Mother. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. I think that particular vow is self-explanatory. Okay. Being in the form of mother is being in the form of creator. Like it's in the form of, when they mention mother, it's in the form of woman. So we bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of mother. Everybody has a mother. Everybody has a mother. Whether your mother has passed on or not, everybody, everything has a mother. Everybody has a mother. Point blank and period. Since mothers are the ones that can give birth, that can create, I can't see a man being the first. I just can't. I can't see a man being the first. So, when it comes to God and whether or not it is male or female, I think we just have to, pull our mind up a little bit, right? We have to pull our mind up a little bit, and we have to remember that, we have to pull our mind up a little bit, and we have to remember that in order to create or have anything, Amazing Grace, don't block it yet. I just want to see something. We have to remember that woman is the creator. So we must respect all mothers. All mothers, meaning we have to respect all women in the form of mother. Okay? So it says that this, in various spiritual traditions, the Divine Mother represents the feminine aspect of God, often considered the source of creation, life, and love. Okay, this refers to the recognition of the Divine Mother's presence in the nurturing, caring, protective qualities of the human mother. This refers to, oh, wait. The act of bowing is a gesture of respect and surrendering to divine, universal love. The statement highlights the universal and unconditional love, grace, and the Divine Mother bestowed upon the beings. The Divine Mother in reverence is various forms such as Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali, each representing different aspects of her power and her grace. Different aspects of her power and her grace. So now let's break down those forms, okay? Durga, the Divine Mother, Shakti, the creator, right? Lakshmi is abundance, the goddess of abundance, right? The mother of abundance. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge, and then Kali Ma is the goddess of time. Okay? The goddess of time. And so you have to have each and every one of them within you. Shakti energy, the power. Okay, Shakti with a lowercase s. When it's a lowercase s, we're talking about the energy. When it's a capital S, we're talking about the Divine Mother, right? But whichever way, lowercase, capital, whatever. But when we in the 3D, we're talking about the lowercase, right? Even though we know that within it does lie the Divine Mother. Okay, I don't want to have to keep explaining that to y'all, but this energy, you have to know that all four of them exist within one energy, which is Shakti, capital S. Okay, which is Shakti, capital S. Okay, so Durga, the creator, Lakshmi, abundance, Saraswati, knowledge, and Kali, time. Okay, cool. She said, Amazing Grace say, okay, I'm in student mode right now. Okay? So, when we say we bow to the Divine Mother existing in all who resides in the form of the Mother, we bow to her, we bow to her, we bow to her, right? Now, we'll go back and we'll tie these all together. We bow to the Divine Mother existing in the form of existing in the form of all. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. Contentment, compassion, memory. Contentment, compassion, and memory. I'm going to take it back. One more. Change. We bow to the Divine Goddess existing in all who resides in the form of change. We bow to the Divine Mother existing in all who resides in the form of memory. We bow to the Divine Mother who exists in all in the form of compassion. And we bow to the Divine Mother existing in all in the form of contentment, right? These are four energies right here, right? And now we're talking about the mother, okay? So right before we mentioned the mother, okay? Right before we mentioned the mother, we have three or four verses, whichever, how far back you want to go. If we're looking at contentment, you have to be okay with the type of abundance that you have. You have to be okay. You can't be doing this energy work and say, well, I'm only doing this so that I can make some money. You lack Lakshmi energy, the Divine Mother of Lakshmi. You lack that, okay? I can't even talk. Your Lakshmi energy is out of whack, Okay, that divine mother, you have to start, the people that are constantly thinking about their money that they're making, or they have what they have and what they don't have, they're in competition with the next person, or not in competition with the next person. Not in competition. You ain't supposed to be in no competition with nobody, okay? You got what you got. You have what you have because you have it, okay? Because you don't be doing no donations, okay? People that are selfish, that are, you know, it's one thing of letting people walk all over you and take advantage of you, right? But then it's another thing of just being selfish, downright selfish, and just, you don't have anything. You don't have anything, okay? Then you go back to the form of compassion, right? Having compassion. I feel like that's Maa Durga. And in general, just having Maa Durga, it just gives you, I'm sorry, y'all, my sister was calling. Just having a little bit of, not a little bit, a lot of compassion. We talked about that being love, universal love, okay? That's when you know that you have put Maa Durga at the forefront, and you know that you're bowing to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of memory. Saraswati, okay? Knowledge, memory. We remember things, and we're able to catch on to certain things so quickly because we already learned them in past lives. Y'all are able to catch on to these Durga lessons because y'all are already invoked the goddess of Saraswati. Y'all already have her. When you woke up one morning and you was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear white today. I'm gonna read this book. When you was like, okay, I want to go learn about this, and then you find yourself going down a rabbit hole, or you know, you just like, you know what? It's my Sagittarius placement that has me like this or has me like that. Sagittarius and Gemini, okay? They gonna dig, they gonna learn. They gonna try to learn some stuff, okay? They are going to learn some stuff. Actually, I believe that all mutable signs want to learn something. I think it's Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini. That mutable energy is just like, let me soak up all the knowledge that I can get. Figure out where that is in your chart and dig deep into that. Okay, dig deep into that. You start tapping into Saraswati energy like that. Okay, now we bow to the divine mother who resides in all, who resides in a form of change. That's Kali. That is my Kali. Oh my goodness. If you ever just woke up and you was like, the time is up for me to do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. And you really just, you know, it could have been a day after your Saturn return. It could be a week before your Saturn return, your first or your second one or your third one. Because some of us live to see our third ones. My mother is living to see her third one. Okay? She has lived to see her third Saturn return. How lucky is she? And she's a Sagittarius. Okay? But that's a great Cali placement. That's a great Cali placement. Being able to go through your Saturn return. Any of them. The first one, when you hit 30, 29, 30, 31, 32. Actually, it's not 29. It's 30, 31, 32. Okay? It's not 29. It's 30, 31, 32. Okay? Okay, it's 29. I take it back. It's 29. I had to look. I said it's not 29. It's 29. 29 and 0.4. 29.4. So that's when your Saturn return hits at 29 years old and 4 months. Okay? And go back and look. What were you doing at 29 years old and 4 months in? 4 months after your 29th birthday. What were you doing? Okay? I'm not even about to mess with these nails. I call myself cleaning my nails after I got done doing them plants. But, okay. I think I need a scrubber. I definitely need a scrubber. What's going to bother me? I bow to the Divine Mother, existing in all, who resides in a form of change. No, it's not going to bother me. Nothing is bothering me today. Okay? So, that's Kali Ma's energy. Kali Ma is one of those... God bless me. Kali Ma is one of those energies that when she shows up in our life, she absolutely demands a change. You don't just keep doing the same thing that you want to do, She don't even allow you to do the same thing that you want to do. She does what is necessary to remove any impediments that are keeping you stuck from entering into the yogi state. Give me a second. I am looking for a note that I know is in here. So, Kali was birthed from Maa Durga's third eye, right? She beamed out to slay a demon, that was reaping havoc over the world, right? And when she popped out, the only thing that could really calm her down was Lord Shiva. Okay? Was Lord Shiva. And she became a little bit of embarrassed, as if to, hold on, wait. Why was I doing all of that? It's almost as if she was in a trance. Put them in a trance, all right? That just made me think of Matanji. But when you're dealing with Ma Kali that has been birthed from Maa Durga, right? We bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in the form of change. We bow to her. You start to gain favor through the gods, because they recognize what you are willing to give up for and release any impurities, any impurities, any thing that has been holding you back. They recognize that. And so the other gods below that, the one existing in the form of memory, which is still Maa Durga, but in the form of memory, Saraswati, she blesses you. She says, okay, you're willing to give up something, I'm willing to give you something. Okay? And this is how Maa Durga continues to show up in other goddesses to bless you, to bestow a blessing upon you. Give me 1 second, guys. I should have turned that light off. And then, all right, so when you're willing to give up something, all right, the other guys, they start blessing you. They start bringing your blessings from other lifetimes. They say, okay, you deserve this. You worked on this last lifetime. You deserve to have this. You get what I'm saying? Now you're remembering exactly who you are. You remember that you was rich and abundant in the spiritual realm. So let me help bring your abundance here. I think that's why sometimes when I pray, right, I remember me saying, because I forget my prayers sometimes. Not like to say them, but I forget what prayers that I be saying. I be going on. I be free. I don't have a set prayer, okay? But there's something that I always say that has come back to me. Dear divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being. What is in the spiritual realm is also felt here in the earthly realm. Okay, what I have over there is what I have over here. I'm abundant over there. I'm abundant over here. Okay, I remember the things and the luxuries that I have back at home. Okay, and the divine mother takes me there every day. She takes me there every day. All right, so as long as I remain in the form of compassion, sometimes she be like, you can walk home. You can walk home. You can't get in this car. I'm gonna make you walk home. All right. So, next sentence. Here we go, right here. Number 26. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all, who resides in a form of confusion. We bow to the divine mother existing in all, who resides in a form of confusion. That's wild business. So on the other paper that I had, which I don't have anymore, right? This word, confusion, I had a note on it that the word confusion here is put here to confuse you, to make you think that, oh, it's an illusion, it's delusion. Okay, we bow to the divine mother who exists in all. My ears just started reading. Who resides in a form of confusion. So when you're getting confused about what it is that you're supposed to be doing, are you supposed to be going to the light side, or are you supposed to be going to the dark side, or whatever the case is, right? That's not exactly what it means. It means to wonder. It means to wonder, right? So So it says the divine mother abides in the beings in the form of awareness. And it is also awareness as to wonder. Awareness and wonder. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. So, this right here, we bow to the divine goddess in the form of the mother in the form of confusion, is a reference to the Devi Sutra, the devotional text that acknowledged the divine mother in all forms, including the form of confusion or error or wonder. Confusion, error, or wonder. Okay? Nobody is perfect. It is a way to recognize that even our mistakes and misunderstandings are also expressions of the divine mother's power. Even our mistakes and our expressions are also the expressions of divine mother's power. The Devi Sutram, according to the Devi Mandir, is the prayer for the Devi Matame that acknowledge the divine mother, Devi, in all aspects of the existence, including the form of confusion. This recognition stems from the understanding that the divine mother is the ultimate reality. Okay? The source of all creation and destruction, and even apparent chaos and confusion, are manifestations of her divine power. Even chaos and confusion are manifestations of her divine power. The phrase highlights the concept of Maya, the divine power that veils and projects the world of diversity, including experiences of confusion and ignorance. Maya. Maya. Maya is confusion and ignorance. And that's Maya, M-A-Y-A. It suggests that even in our mistakes and misunderstandings, we are still connected to Divine Mother, and these experiences are part of a larger divine plan. These experiences are part of a larger divine plan. So, when we are lost and we are confused about what it is that's going on, why we are experiencing certain things, why we keep popping off or whatever the case is, right? I know some of y'all don't even be worrying about why y'all be popping off and why y'all be going off. It's ultimately a part of a larger plan, a divine plan, okay, at that. This perspective is not about glorifying mistakes or accepting confusion as a positive force, but rather about recognizing that even in our limitations and errors, we are still a part of the Divine Mother's vast and intricate creation, and encourage a sense of surrender and acceptance. Understand that even the most challenging experiences can be viewed as an opportunity for growth and learning. Okay? The most challenging experiences can be viewed as an opportunity for growth and learning. All right. All right. So I think we are going to stop there. We're going to go ahead and stop there. That's where we are stopping at. Okay. Because Divine Mother has a bigger plan for us, obviously, that we might not understand or recognize. And sometimes it's not for us to understand and understand what the whole overall reason is. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and get some homework in. We're going to go ahead and get some homework in. So we went over this is lesson 7. We did vows 22 through 26. Okay, and then let me give you homework. Okay, let's give homework. All right. So we did 22 through 26, right? We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of memory. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of compassion. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of contentment. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of the mother. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. All right. This homework is going to be a little different tonight. I'm saying tonight, but in general, this homework is going to be a little different. All right. Because I'm about to throw the divine goddess existing in all. Okay. I'm about to take it back to time. And I am going to give you guys a Kali mantra. Okay. I'm going to give you a Kali mantra. This Kali mantra will, it's an electricity to cut out the 9 impediments of the mindset: sickness, incompetent, doubt, delusion, sloth, lust, ignorance, contraception, non-attainment of the yogi state, and the inability to stay in the yogi state. All right. The first 4 creates fear. The first 4 creates fear. Sickness, incompetent, doubt, and delusion. The first 4 creates fear. And by doing this mantra, what we are doing is basically we are working on taking the energy to our higher chakras. Taking the energy to our higher chakras, okay? With this mantra that I'm getting ready to give you guys, it will help you guys to really understand what 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, how it shows up in your life, okay? You might feel it's taking the energy up, okay? It's taking the energy up, not the negative energy. It's taking a dormant energy up, okay? It's taking a dormant energy up. It will be as if there's an exchange of energy. You'll feel this as you're chanting this mantra. This is what you feel. It's almost as if it's going like this, okay? And as that energy is going like this, I'm telling you, y'all might get sleepy. Y'all might get tired. You might be passing out with doing this mantra, because there will be a complete exchange of negative to positive, negative to positive, negative to positive, negative to positive, negative to positive. And the negative is never touching your upper chakras, only the positive. So it's as if that negative is being grounded. The same time, it's like a bloodstream. Your blood gets to pumping, okay? Your blood gets to pumping when doing this. It will eliminate any personifications of any angry women in your life. Whether it's your mom, whether it's yourself, whether it's anybody else. It will really, by doing this type of mantra, it will really just kind of it will expose a false sense of self. Whether if you're saying it out loud, right, it's going to be heard and felt to any energy, any and all energy that is in your energy. Your collective is going to hear it. If y'all are tarot readers, if y'all are healers, if Y'all as spiritualists, your collective is going to hear this. They might even come to you and they say, hey, I feel like I got stabbed with a sword. That's that spiritual sword. It's not a bad sword. It's really just it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that you're making for the spiritual benefit of all. This has the capacity to create a better devotee to the Divine Mother. A better devotee to the Divine Mother, okay? This will help increase your manifestation powers, all right? This energy has no compassion for lazy people. Anybody that is trying to ride your energy is going to feel, they're going to feel that shit. Anybody trying to ride your energy, they're going to feel that shit. It has no capacity for lazy people, whether it's within you or it's anybody else, okay? They're going to feel that shit. They're going to be one like, I just feel like I gotta go do this. I gotta go do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You gotta go do that. Go do that. Go do that. This mantra will help you have self-control. In ways that you felt that you like, I never knew I could hold my tongue like that. She's like, yeah, you can. You got compassion. And then, you know, some of y'all might just be saying certain things. Life is too short for me to waste it in a bad situation. That's the affirmation that just popped up. And some of y'all might just, you know, you might be speaking more of the truth. Everybody ain't gonna like it.
Certain things. Life is too short.
But you're definitely going to recognize it, okay? Let me put the mantra in the chat. I'm tripping. Cream, Cali Kaye, Namo. All right. So, Kring, Kali Kaye, Namo. It's very simple and it transforms the devotee to pure consciousness, okay? I don't know what that say. Okay. This iPad is so hard for me to tap on. So I'm just gonna put that one. Okay. I'm gonna just put that one because it looked like I was about to write something else. Okay. So Cream, Cali Kaye, Namoha. Okay. I want to put that one too. So the first one is Namo. The second one is Namaha. Okay. Ha at the end of it. And this one is a relief from all problems. No matter how complex. It is. What's complex to us isn't complex to divine. Okay. So these two Kali Bija mantras will protect us from evil forces. Cream is full of knowledge. Saraswati. She is auspicious. Durga means that she bestows boons. Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati. And then the M is, it means that she gives freedom, solutions to the Supreme Divine Mother, Shakti. Okay? Durga is where Kali has come from. All right? And so this way, when we are in a state of confusion, we can remember that the Divine Mother is also in those states for our highest benefit of all. Okay? We might not understand what's going on, why we doing certain things. I don't understand sometimes why I'm doing certain things. Like, I've done all of this, and it still is on my mind. Obviously, Divine wants me to do something about it. Okay? So, those are our lessons. You are going to do these mantras 108 times. Okay? 108 times. We on lesson 7. So, 108 times. You don't have to do them back to back. There's 2 mantras. Okay? You can do them every day. You can do them I think it's best to do them when you wake up in the morning. All right. We are going to just say Jama Kali, Jama Durga, and then we're going to get into doing our mantras. Okay, 108 times. If you don't do your mantras, don't come and tell me about nothing crazy. All right. Don't tell me nothing about nothing crazy. All right. So I feel like that's the energy that's coming up. I don't want to fold this paper because I feel like that's how I lost the last one. I folded it and set it somewhere. I folded it and it's folded up somewhere. That's what I feel. I feel as if it's sitting somewhere crazy. Inside of a book or something. My ears just started reading. It's probably definitely sitting inside of a book. Oh, that's a picture. So, that is our lesson today. So, I just want to give a thank you to Jama Kali, Jama Durga, Bhata Shri Sai. May peace be with all. Thank you so much to the Divine Mothers showing up in every aspect. Thank you to Lord Ganesh. And thank you to my moderator, Amazing Grace, that is here. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. All right. Take a screenshot of the... Let me take a screenshot as well, too. All right, take a screenshot of the mantras so that you have them. I'll put them over there on the community tab. And I love you guys. And y'all have a wonderful night on purpose. I will be back live a little later after I go get my baby. I got something to talk about. But I'm also going to do my mantras first. I'm going to do my mantras first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the mantras. And let's see how that works out for us, okay? So bow to the Divine Mother. for her grace, for her patience, and her understanding, and her work on me and y'all. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night on purpose. Bye-bye.